Hi, I'm Moonshay, and I'm trying to get better at gaming. I am playing through a list of highly recommended games to attain my goal of becoming a good gamer by my standards. In this series, I take notes on my gameplay to help me improve in future games. Originally, for this episode, I started out playing Shovel Knight, but the game proved to be a little bit more difficult than I was prepared for. Oh my god, don't die here. Oh my god, no! I gotta go. I decided to switch games and was suggested Ori and the Blind Forest. This was a great alternative as a 2D platformer, and not to mention, cuter. What makes this game great is how forgiving it can be. At the beginning of the game, you gain an ability to create a checkpoint wherever you want, given you have the energy to make that checkpoint. The game can become more challenging if you aren't conserving that energy, but overall, it allows you to go at your own pace. I didn't struggle with this game too much. In fact, while playing, I already felt like some of my notes from previous games were paying off.
Invisible wall.
Instead, there was exactly one spot that really stumped me in this game, dealing with perspective. If I didn't get help solving my problem, I would have never learned one of the most important lessons in gaming. This is what I learned from my playthrough of Ori and the Blind Forest. Ori and the Blind Forest has a section that turns your world upside down, literally. In the Forlorn Ruins, you acquire this light vessel that helps protect you from these glowing orange areas. The game tells you this, which is great. What the game doesn't tell you is that while you are walking along that curved glowing orange areas, your gravitational pull changes with the bends. I could not for the life of me figure this out. I had actually gotten through a decent amount of this map without even utilizing the gravitational mechanic. But the more and more I progressed, the more I got confused as to what was actually going on. I mean, the farther you go, the more the game requires you to utilize this mechanic. When it comes to 2D platformers, I am used to the horizontal platforming perspective, and the concept of the gravitational changes influencing the gameplay was not on my radar in the slightest. Genuinely, this section of the game was impossible for me. Never in a million years would it click in my head that the game had now changed the most fundamental mechanics of any 2D platformer. Normally, pressing left takes me left, pressing right took me right, and pressing A made me jump into the air. Now I'm on the wall, left takes me upward, right takes me downward, and jumping takes me to the right. Nothing makes sense anymore. I'm not kidding when I say I wouldn't have been able to figure this out on my own. At one point, I had deduced that what was actually happening was that the spikes were somehow magnetizing me to them, and that's why I was falling towards them instead.
I just don't understand the logic of why am I being dragged to the spikes.
Lucky for me, I had a friend who understood my issue. They explained step by step what was actually happening, and how I can better manage myself when gravity and controls change. Looking back, it was this process of getting help that made it clear to me what my lesson for this game was. Help is necessary sometimes when playing video games. A video I saw recently by Thomas Mulligan introduced this image to me. This image shouldn't make any sense to you, unless you've seen the original before. You can do the best you can to try and figure it out, and maybe you can understand a few aspects of it, but you really won't understand the full picture until you see this. This photo is made for a study of top-down knowledge perception. I don't care to get into the details, but it's basically the idea that you need a prior knowledge to interpret certain things that you can see. Much like the black and white photo, we wouldn't be able to understand what the photo was of unless we had the proper visual knowledge to interpret it, aka the original photo. I see this gravitational experience in Ori and the Blind Forest the same exact way. I am unfamiliar with games, and there are things that I'm just not going to understand completely because I don't have those foundational experiences that most gamers have. But the more I play, and the more things are explained to me, the better I will become at picking up on nuances in gaming all on my own. Now that I do know how to work through gravitational changes in the game, I can take that understanding and apply it to the next game that tries to throw that same gimmick at me. With what I learned from Ori and the Blind Forest, I have one more note to take with me into future games. Number 7, get help. If there is any point that I'm genuinely stuck in a game, there is no shame in getting help. Hopefully, the result of getting help will open my eyes on how to solve the same problem I came across in the future. I have gotten a lot of help in my gaming journey so far, and at times, I felt like I should have figured things out by myself. After learning what I have from this game, I now know that getting help is a normal part of becoming a better gamer, and I should seek it out more. I'm still in the learning phase of my journey, so I'll take all the help I can get. If you guys are interested in following my journey, subscribe and turn on notifications. If you want to watch my live streams, you can follow me on Twitch at Moonshay. I currently stream every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m. PST. If you had a similar experience in this game, or you have a game suggestion for me, leave a comment down below, and I will respond to all of them. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next game. Bye!